Dang, they really need to get off of this hiatus. I am just on the edge of my seat right now. Excuse me. Oh, hi! Hello there! In honor of Galentine's Day, I wanted to share some of my favorite gals within the comic community who I think you'll love just about as much as you love me. These lovely ladies who I am obsessed with all share their love of comics in their own each individual ways. Some very flat lays, keep it artistic, they even branched out and doing YouTubes, or they're just beyond skilled with YouTube period and are popping on there. So I'm just going to share all the ones that I know and love. Up first on Instagram, I have the lovely Read Across the Stars. She is amazing with her flat lays and her book photography. I'm just obsessed. She's also very witty when it comes to her reels, and as well as she does YouTube as well when it comes to doing read-alongs with books outside of comics, and she also does stuff with comics as well. She's currently doing 100 graphic novels and manga in 100 days, so if you want to jump on that bandwagon and try to catch up, go right for it. Next we have Cyndia Reads, who also does some amazing comic work and does YouTube collaborations with Reading Across the Stars for their book read-alongs. She is amazing. She has fun, crazy purple hair that I miss dyeing my hair all the random colors of just because of her. And she shares a lot of her love of comics and regular books that I find very interesting and make me want to pick up more of those type of books, but I'm just a slow reader when it comes to those type of books. Like graphic novels and comic books, I'll go through those like candy, like take it all up. But regular books, I'm like slow as a sloth, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, she makes it really fun. She also does a TBR list, which I recommend you checking out, and she's just a grand old time. She's on both Instagram and YouTube, so be sure to subscribe and follow her for sure. Next on my lovely ladies list is Shia from Red Lion Reads. Red for her being a beautiful redhead. God, I wish I was a redhead. It's fine. But she does awesome book photography as well, which is honestly intriguing. Like if you see just from the pictures here, I'm beyond obsessed with her work. It's great. The colors are so vibrant. Her books really just want to make you, the way she photographs the books really make you want to just grab those as well to add to your forever never-ending TBR list. Also, her Saga pop collections give me pure envy because I'm obsessed with Saga too. Like, I'm halfway through that book, the big book, but it's so good. Next, I have Abby from AbbyB_Read. She is so funny. Oh my god. I think my favorite thing that she does is all of her comedic reels that she does on Instagram, and she also does vlogging on YouTube. So she's pure entertainment, hilarity. Is that a word? Hilarity? I hope to God it is. And she's just like a gem. We've FaceTimed to play Animal Crossing. She's freaking adorable. Her cat, Ted, I don't know who's more entertaining, him or her. Okay, it's her, but still, like, she's definitely one you need to follow for her books. She does comics. She's a hoe for DC, as she says in one of her funny reels, which is totally my favorite one. Totally my favorite. But yes, she's a hoe for DC, so if you're a DC person, she's definitely your go-to girl. Not much Marvel, but it's all good. We know what we love, and we'll share what we love. She also does do regular books as well, so if you like a variety in your reading, she's definitely going to be another one of your go-to girls. Next is Clarissa from Red Leader 13. She does amazing cosplay within her posts. I absolutely love it. She does do it with her comics as well. She is very big on Star Wars, which I am too, girl. I am too. So that's going to be more heavily on her content. She has her Baby Yoda stuffed animal with a lot of her photos. Love that thing. I have one. Her Princess Leia costume is just probably my favorite looks of hers that she does. It's to die for. Next, we have Lucy LaBouillon. I think that's how you say your last name. I hope I'm right, because I'm picky with people with my own name. Just saying. If I'm wrong, please correct me. She goes by Mama Comics on Instagram. She does heavily on her Instagram doing comic book related posts. She sells comics, too, of her used comics, so you can get those from her. And she also does on YouTube more of like ghost stories. She'll interview other comic creatives and they'll swap ghost stories and stuff like that, which is fun and interesting twist on that, I must say. A woman who puts my book collection to absolute shame is Jen from Montreal. and she goes by Life of a Geeky Mind, and I'm obsessed with her book wall. Like, I need a bigger apartment because New York City can't handle my love of books right now. I need to find a place that can handle this because her collection is gorgeous. Most of her photos are going to be up against with that wall as the background, and she also does interviews of creators in the community, so you can definitely learn whom else is in the comic book community. Another girl that I love is Anna Reads Comics. She is killing those cosplays, especially her Scarlet Witch one, which is great for WandaVision. She nailed that look. Absolute favorite. She shares a lot of books, more cosplays. She's definitely she has a variety in her comics, but I'd say it's probably more geared towards Marvel based off the recent stuff that I'm seeing. She does have her Image, and I mean, again, she's talented. Her photography skills are great. Her cosplays are great. Please give her a follow. Next is one of the first few people that I found when I wanted to start blogging and creating content around comics is Natalie. She goes by D Comic Queen, which I keep thinking is DC Comic Queen, which frankly, girl, just change your name to DC, because I keep thinking that's what it is. It's fine. It's fine. But anyway, her name's Natalie. She creates a lot of DC content, which is why I always keep thinking that's what it is. But she has a lot of Marvel as well. She loves her Baby Yoda. She has this really cool Baby Yoda statue. Oh my god. And then she always shares she goes live and shares what she picked up each week from her local comic shop. So it's really fun to check them out. She'll share them, give her opinions as well on her stories by rating them for each issue that she's read that week, so definitely give her a follow. Up next, we have my favorite badass tattooed mom who is obsessed with comics, and who else is comic book wall puts mine to shame, is Jillian Darkholm. She goes by Comics Addict, and she is so edgy, so fun. I wish I wasn't scared of tattoos because I want to look like her. She is hot. Sorry, love, but killer. Love her tattoos. She takes like these amazing photos of her in like the bathtub, like reading a comic, and like see her legs just like going like this. Wait, I need a book. She's just in the bathtub and she's like, you know, like ding. Oh, this is upside down. You get what I'm saying. But I'm obsessed with her stuff. She also shares the fact that she's also a seamstress, and look, sewing is hard, guys. I sew, but I work in the fashion industry, but it's cool seeing like her work life and her habit life, and you just get to learn more about her, and her son does hockey, and it's just, oh, I love her. Up next is, she doesn't know this, but now she'll know, is close to my heart because I literally fangirled the day that she followed me back. Because when I was researching how I wanted to start creating content around sharing my love of comic books, she was actually one of the first girls I found, and I would binge watch all of her stuff. She is Kaz from Nerdburger, and oh my god, I love her. I want to put her in my pocket and like keep her because she is hilarious, amazing. She's like, I want her to be my best friend. She shares her love of vintage toys, VHSs, her love of comics. She works at a comic book store. She lives in Australia. I'm trying to go there for my birthday, and I don't know if it'll happen, COVID, but you know, but still, she is hilarious. Her and her husband, they both like do fun videos together. They're both nerdy. It's just, I adore her, and you have to know who she is. If you don't, please follow her on Instagram and YouTube. Her YouTube game is killer. Oh, girl, I love you. I love you. Be my Valentine. Up next is my girl Candace. She's from Chicago. She goes by Candace_Barbosa. She does a lot of photography-based work on her Instagram, where she shares a lot of her love of comic books. She loves Archie comics for sure. She has a large variety within her reads. She has both Marvel, some DC, she has Disney, her Archie collection. She has a post of all of her Archies. It's insane. Like how many books she has. I need to catch up on this. She also has a love the same as me, which is where I think our friendship bloomed, was our love for designer toys, which that's a whole other topic I can discuss, but right now it's all about her. She's awesome, she's great, loves Buffy the Vampire, she loves Charmed, she's met some of the cast members of Charmed, jealous, so please go ahead and give her a follow, and she's an amazing human being. Up next, on the more edgier side as well, is Comics Will Break Your Heart. It is Jennifer. She's from Portland. She is another badass chick that I love, like, watching her stuff. She does YouTube segments as well where she talks about comics. She has a wide variety within her comic book reading as well. She has a lot of Image. She has Marvel. She has DC. She has awesome hair as well. She has like a side cut. I used to have a side cut, not as dramatic as hers, but God, I used to love that. And she's rocking that amazingly. She is a big X-Men fan too, and I'm pretty sure some of her tattoos are like comic book related, so it's like fire. Can't believe that I almost forgot. There's also Gotham Geek Girl. She is absolutely amazing. Her cosplays are killer. And as well, she's obsessed with comics. She's more of a DC person as well. And she also does a ton of interviews and articles, so please check her out. She is a bag full of talent who I absolutely love and adore, and I love going comic book shopping with her, which is another shameless plug of us going shopping together here. And that's a wrap up for all my girls that I'm loving for Valentine's Day. Again, that's not everybody that I can think of. It's just the top of my head at the moment. But if there are more lovely comic girls that you want to know, let me know and I can make another part 2 video, because there's a lot of us. We exist and we like comics because we're also nerds and it's a grand old time. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Galentine's Day videos, and I hope you find some awesome chicas that you want to follow and enjoy their content as well. And again, if you don't already follow me as well, okay? Alright, love you, bye! Yeah!